Imagine life without ice cream, fresh fruit, ice-cold beer, or frozen entries. Imagine having to go to the grocery store every day to make sure that your food is fresh. Imagine no flowers to send to that special someone or medicines. The refrigerator is very advanced innovation. Its progress took a long time to be where it is today, and yet it is still improving. Today, hundreds and even thousands of years ago, people used to keep large amounts of snow into storage pits and cover its agent with insulating material.
Need a cold drink? Just mix it with snow, or bury your container right into the snow. No snow? Do it like the ancient Egyptians. Fill your jar, stick it on the roof, exposing it to the night's cool air. Less than 200 years ago, the people's time was overwhelmed to preserve their food to avoid spoilage and food storage. Nowadays, we think putting away groceries is time-consuming. It was not unusual in colonial days to die of summer complaint due to spoiled food during warm weather. Before 1830, food preservation used time-tested methods: salting, spicing, smoking, pickling, and drying.
People demanded for fresh food, especially produce. It led to the diet reform in 1830 and the Civil War. Fueled by the growth of the cities and the improvement in the economy, the general population. A problem evolved as cities grew, so did the distance between the consumer and the source of the food. How will the food travel and survive the distance between the source to the consumer? J.B. Sutherland designed an insulating car train with ice bunkers at each end. Air came in the top, passed through the bunkers, and circulated through the car by gravity. Controlled by the use of hanging flaps, they created differences in the air temperature. It wasn't until 1949 that a refrigeration system made its way into the trucking industry. The trucks had a roof-mounted cooling device patented by Fred Jones.
In the north of America, ice was cut and shipped to the southern states. Unfortunately, there wasn't much ice left when the shipment arrived. Frederick Tudor and Nathan With saw the potential for the ice business and revolutionized the industry. Tudor, or the Ice King, experimented with insulating materials and built ice houses that decreased melting losses from 66% to less than 8%. More companies entered the business. Prices decreased and refrigeration using ice became more accessible. By 1879, there were 35 commercial ice plants in America, more than 200 a decade later, and 2,000 by 1909. In 1907, 14 to 15 million tons of ice were consumed, nearly triple the amount in 1880. No pond was saved from ice production. Not even Thoreau's Walden Pond, where 1,000 tons of ice were extracted each day in 1847. By the 1890s, natural ice became a problem because of pollution and sewage dumping. While the ice businesses were losing their business, a new solution needed development. Refrigeration technology provided the solution. Ice mechanically manufactured, giving birth to mechanical refrigeration.
The brewery industry was the first to realize the significant benefits that refrigeration offered. Brewing was the first activity in northern states to use machinery refrigeration extensively. It started with the absorption machine used by S. Lyman's Sons Brewery Company in Brooklyn, New York in 1870. Commercial refrigeration was primarily directed at breweries in 1870, and by 1891, nearly every brewery was equipped with refrigeration machines. Through ice brewing and meat packaging industries were refrigeration's major beneficiaries. Many other industries found refrigeration a boom in the business. Refrigeration in the home lagged behind its industrial applications. By the 1920s, the household refrigerator was an essential piece of the kitchen furniture.